Hello everyone, Big Friendly Wargamer back with another 40k Imperium unboxing. Now we're up to issue 30. I think we got up to issue 30 last time. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm kind of a bit sketchy about where I'm at. But we're up to issue 34 with the latest set. So, yeah, not bad. We're coming up to halfway. I'm not as invested in this set as I was with Conquest, because Conquest I was painting a Death Guard. With this I'm not. It's just, it feels like bits and pieces of armies, and it's like not as interesting. Especially this issue, these issues. I mean, army wise there's one model, you've got 2 sprues of terrain and paints, so not great, but we're plodding on anyway. There's new stuff each month, so yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna get stuck in now, right now. Right, so issue 31. Now we've got buildings. It's the first of a set of 2, which comes in later. They're quite nice ruins. Just more terrain. And on to the magazine itself. So straight into talking about the ruined factorium. This is the ruined building, obviously. Battle record. Okay, so it's just recording your games now. Moving on to a different battle zone. There's different areas of engagement, sort of thing, and you can name it as well, the sector that you fight over. Going on to talk about the different Forge Worlds. So Lucius and their Titan Legion is the Warp Runners. Then you got Agrippa. I don't know if they've got a Forge World. Moving on to talk about Blood Angels. So Blood Angels, if you know me, they're my Space Marine chapter and Stroke Legion. Just talking about the generics of the Blood Angels. How to build your building. There's a couple of pages worth, and how to start painting it. So there's quite a lot to do on a building. Quite a lot of paint detail. Talking about area terrain. So if you build it as they show you, you can make basically a ruined building like that. Moving on to going in depth into the movement phase, and then talking about urban warfare in the mission, I assume. Yeah, scout mission. And that is issue 31. And on to issue 32. So your model is a Cataphragm Breacher, or is it Destroyer? Cataphragm Destroyer is the model you get in the actual kit. So I'll just zoom in a bit. So yeah, it's a nice enough model. Just a bit disappointing. You just get one for the price of the magazine, but excuse my cough. But yeah, it's just a complete model. I believe we've already got one of these, or have we not? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so yeah, that's the Cataphragm Breacher, and then on to issue 32. Telling you about the Cataphragm Destroyers, sorry. Track Siege Berserkers. Track Siege Breakers. I can read upside down. It's telling you about their different weapons and stuff. Again, you can name the unit, get their battle record going. Moving on to talk about the servitors and stuff. the Ancient and the Arcane. So servitors, the Electro Priests, different units for the Mechanicum army. Unfortunately, you don't get the tank. I think you get one of them, but I'm not sure. The Legacy of Strife, talking about the Age of Strife, I assume. The shunning of the Psychers, they were outcasts until they became embraced into the Imperial culture. How to build Cataphract Destroyers. So, kind of space wasting here, but anyway, there you go. Then how to paint. Now, I know there's another 3 of these coming, another 2, sorry. So, are they going to get this repeated? Probably. That's what it probably looked like with the paints you've got so far. Rules for the Adeptus Mechanicus, the actual faction rules. The Canticles of the Omnissiah. Rules for the Destroyers. And how to use them and stuff like that. And the mission is the Overlord's Advance, so you get to play a mission between the Necrons and the Mechanicum. So that is issue 32. Now issue 33 is a bit of a letdown issue. You get 2 paints, which aren't paints, they're shades. For some reason they're different pot sizes, I really don't know why. So one's Reichland Flesh Shade and one's the new Cryptek Armour Shade Gloss. I don't know why they're different pot sizes, that's really quite stupid, but there you go. Get another one of these fold out bits, which is this time talking about Chaos. And on to the issue 33. Talking about the Forge Worlds and missions and their motivations. So you can actually give your army that you're building from 40k Imperium like a mission, overall mission, and they're the different ranks. So you can give missions there, and they've done the same with the Necrons by the look of it. 2 world ambitions. So it's kind of, it's not specific, it's not something you really need for the game, I don't think. I think it's just a case of a little bit of narrative. Then moving on to talk about the Catan, Tesseract Vaults, and then you've got the 3 shards of you got the Nightbringer, the Deceiver, and the Void Dragon. Now I've got these 2. I really want that one, but I haven't got it, haven't had the money, so yeah, that's that. Moving on to talk about Orcs. I think it's the first time they've mentioned Orcs in these magazines. It's just a double page. How to paint using the shades, which they go straight to non-oil, which is kind of weird because they didn't give you non-oil. But anyway, that's kind of weird. Okay, and then they're talking about Reichland Flesh Shade. Really, it's a bit all over the place, this Imperium magazine, for some reason. Rules for the Technomancers and the Flayed Ones. Tutorial of how they work in game. Talking about how reinforcements work in game. Going deeper into the rules. The mission is Besieged. You get some Necrons against some Mechanicum again. And again, it's another scout mission. And that is issue 33. Then issue 34, which again, you've got more buildings. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it is the same sprue. I could be a bit wrong, but it does look it. Anyway, on to issue 34. So, straight into talking about the Legio Cybernetica, which is the one part of the Mechanicum army. talking about their data smiths who control the robots. Different chapters of Space Marines this time, called the Imperial Fists. They're the yellow Marines, and this is their space station called the Phalanx. And again, going into building the terrain. It is okay. I'll give them that. It does look like a different set, but it may not be. I'm not sure. Painting the stuff again. Obviously, there's a lot of detail on terrain. So this is the data sheet for the Primaris Captain. It's the guy with the plasma pistol and power sword that we got earlier. Talking about maximising auras, so he got a 6-inch aura, so place it between squads and he benefits a couple of squads. Full rules for the transports, how they operate in game, disembarking, destroyed transports, aircraft as well, how they work. Psychic phase, there's actually quite a lot of rules in this one, so detailed rules of the psychic phase. And the mission is called Behind Enemy Lines. Again, you've got Necrons, and this time against Space Marines. And the mission is called Sabotage. But yeah, that's it for issue 34. But looking forward, issue 35, you've got what are they called? The Tech Priest engines here. It's quite a nice model. And then you get one Tomb Blade, which they're taking advantage with these because they split them up. They've done the same with Destroyers. So there's 3 issues of these. So it works out 9, 18, 20, 27 £27. And I think they're not much more than that for the actual squad of 3. If anything, they're less. So splitting them up like that is a little bit naughty, but there you go. And that is issue 34. So right, there you go. It's the latest set of 40k Imperium. Now I believe I've had these sitting here for a couple of weeks. So you may see another issue of this come out really quick in the next 2 weeks or so. I've been putting these off. I just, looking at the issues, I wasn't interested in them, but I've done them, so getting on. Now I know I'm well behind with the painting, but I'm just not really invested in the armies. I mean, painting Necrons, yeah, is fine, but I'm not interested in the Mechanicum. The Space Marines don't really interest me, and the Sisters are going to interest me even less. So this is mainly for the magazines at this point rather than the actual models. So there we go. Please find below in the description links to my Instagram page and my Facebook page. It's where I put updates of what I'm painting and what I'm building, ideas I've got and stuff like that. I'm up to 64 painting models for the year. It's not great, but I hit one of my targets, so I'm quite happy with that. So I will see you again next time with more Imperium unboxing. Bye bye.